I'm about to show you how to cook rice in your electric pressure cooker with no worries of a burn or a water light or whatever your particular pressure cooker says, because you can do this in any pressure cooker. It works every time. You don't waste any rice. I guarantee it. I'm John Sanders, also known as Jelly 007. Let's cook some rice in a pressure cooker without losing anything. All right, here's my theory on cooking perfect rice, and my newest theory. I've had many, I'm not gonna lie, but when you put, and why you get the burn or the water light in an Instant Pot or a light on, or when it fails, if you've ever had it, you know what I mean, in the Ninja or the Instant Pot or any pressure cooker, like I said, it's because when you put a lot of rice on the bottom of this pan and you put water on it and it can't develop steam. It doesn't matter what kind you're talking about. It has to develop the steam or the pressure, and it looks for it, from what I understand, in a certain amount of time. And if it's not there, you get that light. So if you put a lot of rice, it can't dissipate. It can't boil. It can't make the steam, to put it short. So a way around that is to put, especially with rice and many things, but with rice, I'm going to, like this particular device right here, which is the Instant Pot Duo Evo Plus. And then this one's the same way. I'm going to do the same thing right here. And we're going to put 2 cups of rice here, 2 cups of rice here, and then 1-to-1 ratios. That's what I use. Now, if you like sticky rice or how you like your rice, you may have to adjust the water ratio. But the main thing I'm saying is you're cooking your rice here, not here, because what we're going to do in there is put 2 cups of water right here so it can make all the steam as fast as it needs. It's still right here on top of this rice that's going to be here, and it cooks that just like it would if it were in the bottom, but it's not hindering it from developing steam and pressure. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get that started. I'll be right back. I'm just trying to keep people from what I've found works best on not wasting anything, and this will not. Every time, even if you were to get it, I mean, it doesn't matter. If you open it up and it's not like you like, you can go right back. It's not like a burn light. Anyhow, I'll be back. Y'all hold up. Okay, so right quick, I did want to touch on this. I am using Jasmine, and I normally use Basmati, but quite honestly, I couldn't get Basmati. All I could get was this Jasmine. And before we start, I want to say, when I get done with it, they say to dump it out as quick as you can, get it in here, and you can freeze it. Well, I'm going to use some of it tonight and tomorrow, but I'm going to freeze some of it because it's going to be a good bit of rice. All right, now I'm not rinsing my rice anymore. I do sometimes. I'm not tonight. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just not. That is 2 of these right here in each one of those. All right, I'm about to put 2 cups of water of these, or 2 of these in each one of water. So it's 1-to-1, that's my point. And then I'm going to set them in there as we discussed, and I'm going to put 2 cups of water in each one of these, and they'll be standing off. And I know I'm getting lengthy, and I know I'm over-explaining for most people. I just want people to understand. You'll see what I mean by this. It works well, and you never get a burn light. So I will be right back. Okay, there they are, ready to go. Now, the Instant Pot does have a rice feature where this one actually doesn't, but they have directions, and I'm going to pretty much go by them, which is 3 minutes of high pressure and then 10 minutes of natural release. We're going to let this one go through the rice feature, and then I'm going to do a quick release on it. Now, I've got the 2 cups of water and 2 cups of rice, 1-to-1, and then a tablespoon of unsalted butter in each one of them. So, what I'm going to do, put the lid on here, and the lid on the Ninja, and, like I said, this is all of this is variable. But, I mean, if you know how you like your rice. It might take you one, I guarantee if you do exactly what I'm doing, well, you're fixing to see what you'll get. But it won't be bad, So we're going to rice. This is white rice, so I'm going to select white rice. If I can get it to get right there, and I'm not sure you can see it. Let me see if you can. maybe you can. There's several things. Anyhow, I'm going with white rice. It's common sense when you see it on there on this particular device, and they are all different. This one seals itself when you put the lid on, so you don't have to worry about sealing it. This one you have to seal, so I sealed that one. I'm going to do high pressure. I'm going to select time. I'm going to 3 minutes. I'm going to hit start. When that's over, this one will count up to 10 minutes. This one we're going to do you got to hit start now. on this particular model, you have to hit start or it does not. So on the Duo Evo Plus, if that's the one you're using, you got to hit start. Every one of them's different, so just pay attention to your model. But that's got nothing to do with what we're doing. We're cooking rice. I'll be back in a minute. All right, just to show you, again, this one is right there. I'm not going to do anything. Just let it count up to 10 minutes. And this one's counting down from, well, this one's in its automatic feature on the rice setting. So, and again, all of them's different. But this right here, if yours doesn't have a rice feature, it seems to work well with me. 3 minutes on high pressure, and then 10 minutes of natural release, and then do a quick release. Anyhow, be back. All right, we have hit the 10-minute mark on the rice in the Ninja. So I'm going to release it. And you can see there's not a lot there. This has 2 minutes left, and I'll release it. So I'll be back. There went the pin on the Ninja. So let's see how its rice looks. I'm going to let that water run in there because it won't matter. Take my word. It'll be fine. And I got this out to tell y'all something. So let's get this out of here though right now. There's how this rice looks. Let's see how it really looks. I'll just say it. That is as good a rice as I ever cook in a pot, on a stove, anywhere I've ever cooked it. And it is really hot, even through this glove, but I'm fixing to hold it up there where you can see it. Let's see, right there. I mean, that is, I don't know. I mean, again, no burn light. There's no way really, I'm not going to say there's not a way. Well, there's not, unless you don't put enough water in there. As long as you got enough water in there, your rice is going to cook perfect. Every time. You're not going to lose any. And plus, I'm going to freeze what I don't use. Rice is, you can freeze it, you know. I mean, I got to get it in there kind of quick. But there that one goes. So we're going to take it out right now. I'm going to move this over. And let the pressure off. I say I'm going to take it out. I forgot I had to release that pressure. But we're going to release that pressure, then I'm going to take it out. But anyhow, I'll be right back. All right, while that's bleeding down, I want to say something right quick. Like I said, that is as good a rice as you'll ever cook. I just tasted it. It's perfect. What I have in there is a PRD made by Fat Daddy-O. Let me say that. It's a PRD 83. This is an 84. Now, I feel like I need to say it. Nobody here is paying me a dime. Not Fat Daddy-O, no rice company, no Instant Pot, no anybody. So I want to get that out of the way, and I'm sorry I have to, but I get so many questions. Nobody's paying me a dime except my videos are paying me to put when y'all watch them. But anyhow, the 84 would be excellent for stuff like chili. I've got more burn lights with chili than anything. It is easy to do. It's because it can't develop the steam when you put all that stuff on the bottom. And I'll say this, I don't want this to dry out because I want to I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to freeze one of them and use the other one. The pin's dropped on this. So let's see what we got right here. Now this is the Fat Daddy-O. That is the 83. I do like that 84 because it has a lot of uses. You can do it with, like I said, chili, or it's just deeper. That's it. You know, as long as it'll fit your device. And I have a video that shows you how to go to Fat Daddy-O's website, and you'll be able to see, you know, which ones it fits. They have a chart on there on what pressure cookers that'll fit, you know, and then you just common sense measure it. But here you go. I mean, I'll say like I always do, tell me. I mean, that's as good a rice as you're going to see. And that is, it's the best rice I cook at my house. It's way easier. I learned this from grits. Grits are what really kind of turned the corner with me on learning to use this type of device. You never lose anything. You never. I mean, you don't get a burn light. You don't have to worry about it. It's got plenty of ways to make. And again, you may not understand that, or you may not. I'm not saying nothing bad. I'm just saying the device has to be able to boil water. If you put a bunch of stuff on the bottom, it really can't. It has to be able to boil water where it can create that steam to build the pressure. So I'm about to put that in here and freeze it. You know, really there's nothing else to show here. This works with a lot of things. I think anything you're having a problem with a burn notice or a water notice on your display, if you know what I mean, and you may, if you've had them, I've had many. If you get the water notice or the whatever Ninja calls it or whatever your device calls it, this will eliminate it in everything. I mean, again, chili. That's where I'm really working on a recipe to do chili on, because I had so much trouble with trying to do it directly in the bottom of that pot. It doesn't work. I know I'm way out in the weeds on this, but you see what my rice looks like. And that's a 1-to-1 ratio. And it's perfect. And I got no problem with any kind of notice, or no, my device didn't shut down for whatever they call it, you know, burn or water or whatever. So anyhow, hey, the main thing I want to say here is I hope everybody is doing good. I really do. And it's a different world right now. I promise it is. And I think I hope it gets better soon. Hey, I really mean it when I say I love y'all all. Y'all come back to see me, cook you some rice. Hey, and freeze it if you need to. But you know, like I said, it works great. So just use this method and I hope it helps. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.